channel.
Hey, you know what time it is?
What time is it, man?
The blue. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Beatdown, the channel where two worlds collide. I'm your host, Class, this is my co-host,
Mr. J.
Yeah, and we are back at it again. And what would you like to remind him, my brother?
Well, guys, I would like to remind you, if you like and enjoy these videos, you can go in the section below, share, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. And without further ado, we are in our 14th round of our second tournament. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, this tournament has been huge. We've had a lot of... But This one in particular has been the most challenging competitor I've had to face throughout the entire... And this is going to be no exception, especially the argument I got to make against the person I got to represent today. So, without further ado, would you like to go first or should I?
I will go first.
All right. Let's go first.
Well, my participant today will be Jean Grey, also known as the Phoenix.
Jean Grey no longer exists.
Now, I'm gonna really try to make this short because I've talked about the Phoenix before, and I've told you guys all the things that she can do, or most of the things that she can do. She's immortal. She's a cosmic being. She's an omega level mutant. She is a focal point. Or a center point or centerpiece in the multiverse. As long as there is a multiverse, there will be a Phoenix. She's incredibly strong. I really don't think there's anything that Starfire is going to be able to throw at her that she's going to be able to, not deal with or not take. But I don't think that Starfire can stand with the Phoenix at all. Even in the Phoenix's lowest form, which actually is Dark Phoenix. A lot of people don't know that. The Phoenix, when succumbed by rage and her emotions, she becomes Dark Phoenix, and she's actually not as strong as the normal Phoenix is. And of course, there's also the White Phoenix, or Phoenix of the Crown, as it's called, which it's basically God. Like, the Phoenix could take on the Teen Titans at that point, and none of them would be able to stop. Maybe Raven would be able to do something. That was a debate for later.
Yeah.
Really, the only person that you had on your team that I was concerned with was Raven.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the heavy hitters I've thrown at her already. Okay, first, let's talk. The 2-1 she had to beat to get to here, okay? Raven... Okay, Raven was the first one to start this whole battle with her, and it was tied up neck to neck in the beginning of our episode, until finally somebody broke the tie. But then she also fought Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman is no little cookie. She's tough. She's one of the OGs in the DC universe. So to take her and lose to that, and now I have to put this argument for.
Yeah, you gotta try to find an argument for Starfire, but like I said, even in the Phoenix's lowest form, which is Dark Phoenix, I don't think Starfire could take her. Like I said, I think she could take the Teen Titans on by herself, except for the Raven, and I don't want to start that whole argument again. Yeah, I think the Phoenix is incredibly way too strong. Obviously, she's faster, more durable. I think the Phoenix can heal itself, but it's really a question of, is she gonna need it? Is Starfire even capable of hurting Jean Grey or the Phoenix at that point? Really, what could she do? I know I sound extremely overconfident, but I mean, it's the Phoenix.
It's a cosmic being.
Like I said, she is a center point or centerpiece in the multiverse. As long as there is a multiverse, there will be a Phoenix. And besides that, she's immortal. The Phoenix is immortal. The Phoenix will always be. It is said that if the Phoenix dies, the universe dies. You know, like I've already told you guys this a couple times. You know, we've gone into this.
Yeah.
It was kind of like your argument against Black Widow. There's just too much that the Phoenix can throw at her, and it's just too much for her to overcome. It's just too much, way too much.
Fools, do you think I need eyes to see, ears to hear?
I'm representing DC Comics, Starfire. All right. So there's a lot of I'm the type of person who doesn't like to stick to just stats. I like to think outside the box when it comes to making some valid points. For example, Starfire, I don't know how she made it this far. Believe it or not, she beat Captain Marvel. Easy to be. It was a little not that easy to be Black Widow, but still was, you know, you could tell. But
I was like, Captain Marvel easy to beat. I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, not Captain Marvel. No, Black Widow, yes.
There's certain matchups that we've had to where I still debate on whether or not that person should have advanced.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. It's the crazy.
That was one of them.
Yeah, that's the thing about these voting things is that there's always one person or two people who get that extra layer, and then when you're like, okay, well, right, you guys wanted to move, we're gonna have a move on. But it's like, I hope you guys watch the videos.
Like, I think Captain Marvel could take Starfire, you know, but that's the whole.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the She-Hulk versus Hawkgirl, I totally think She-Hulk would demolish Hawkgirl, but you know, we're going into
and I honestly thought Hawkgirl would have had a really good shot at beating Satana. I was surprised how close that was. I thought it was going to be just a massive kill at first, and then
versus Satana, she didn't fight.
No, so I'm not Scarlet Witch versus Hawkgirl. But yeah, when they fought, it was like it was a neck to neck situation until at some point Scarlet Witch won by a landslide, like hands down. So getting back to it on this fight here, I'm gonna say Starfire. There's a lot of ways you can go about it. I'm gonna start with the emotional point. Now, Jean Grey,
both of them
is a caring person.
They're both tied by emotion.
Yeah, and Starfire at the same time also is tied by emotion. So I think she knows that she might be able to see a woman in trouble inside a force that's unattainable. There's this sympathize situation where you can get her to understand that, you know, and this is just getting her to kind of take the Phoenix Force out of her in order to get, this is just a small example of a fight. Like, let's say in a hypothetical situation where they're throwing down and Starfire wants to try to kind of relate with Jean, and then Jean kind of fights the Phoenix Force, because the Phoenix Force is a force and needs a host. So again, like I made the point, you gotta, once you take the Phoenix Force out of the host, the Phoenix Force has to find another host. So at the end of the day, it's a win once she does that. So if she could convince Jean to kind of give up the Phoenix Force and her own free will, there is that option again. There's another option. Now, the other argument I made about Captain Marvel a long time ago, I forgot why I made it, and my boy was like, oh, it's a little bit of cheating. He was right. But now I remember why I made it. It was the fact that she could speak to other aliens. Now, the reason why I say that is because that is a skill. You can't go to another planet and talk to other aliens if you didn't know how to talk to another alien. That's a reality. That's still a skill you can use to your advantage. So, for example, as I made for the Captain Marvel one, I'm going to do the same with this one. She could go to another planet, explain to the aliens that this one's a harmful being and is coming to attack, and that could keep a little bit of the Phoenix Force in an occupied state of mind, while it gives kind of Starfire a chance to go and throw a few blows.
Not for very long. The Phoenix,
of course not. Yeah,
the Phoenix could just
she could just wipe it out. But the reality is, it's just the seconds that Starfire needs, because Starfire is fast. She was fast enough to go against someone who was faster than the speed of light. Like it was a speedster. So I have to think Starfire, with that kind of ability to be able to react quickly enough to dodge a counter move, and the speed that she has, she'd be able to throw a mean swing at the Phoenix. Now, the Phoenix is powerful with her energy, but as far as fist-wise, she can't really throw a swing. That's more towards Starfire's cup of tea. Like, Starfire's fought more valiant warriors than, I will say, the Phoenix Force has. The Phoenix Force has fought people with powers blown left and right, but as far as like martial arts skills wise or technique style, there hasn't really been a lot of debate on that. So how do I put this? So Starfire with that ability,
she doesn't need it.
that's the thing. But the reality is, being occupied and getting a swing thrown at you, that's going to be something. You need to be able to counter move something. You need to be able to dodge. You need to be able to know how to counter that maneuver. She doesn't. If she gets a close range and a swing at her, and the Phoenix doesn't see it coming, that's going to be a disadvantage. Speed wise and strength wise, Starfire does have a mean hook. She will hit somebody hard enough to really put them out, and if she gets a good enough hit. I won't say that she can really take one swing and that's it. She's gonna have to take a bajillion swings for that to work out. So that's just one argument I'm gonna make as far as that. Now, here's another argument I'm gonna make. Sorry, let me just bring out my list because I have a lot and I don't want to miss out on this because there's a lot I have to debate. Okay, so she can fly. You already know that. Oh, she also won. Now, the reason why I say she's a great warrior is because she actually won a tournament against, guess this, Amazonians. And Amazonian women are no weak links. They are tough as nails. They're considered one of the fiercest warriors out there. So going and winning a tournament against them, that means she's got an upper advantage when it comes to the fighting skills. So this is how I see it playing out. Starfire has to do a little bit of the Mayweather style. A little bit of that. Keep your distance, let them throw all the swings they want, keep dodging it, bobbing and weaving. That's pretty much. It's going to be a counter speed and all of that, kind of giving the Phoenix to run out of juice. That's going to be the name of the game. Get the Phoenix to continue trying to throw everything she's got at her while Starfire is kind of trying to maneuver around it, because Starfire does have the ability to react quickly in situations when it comes to anybody throwing any kind of blows. So speedster wise, if she can dodge speedster, she can dodge the throw from anybody who's a cosmic being with any kind of speed on that essence. That's what I'm just saying on that way. There is another thing called invulnerability. When angered, Starfire can go in berserk state, granting her even greater strength, invulnerability, and immunity to many forms of damage. She is highly resistant to injury and can survive unharmed in the cold vacuum of space. So, if she gets in berserk mode and she gets upset, there's going to be a good chance that she's going to be able to at least throw a couple blows at the Phoenix. Now, getting in a close range situation, this is where I think Starfire might have the upper advantage. Now, back in the day, if you don't know the origin stories, Starfire had this, she got her energy bolts because she was experimented by scientists who were trying to test these powers on her, and eventually that power backfired on them because she got those powers and obtained it. Now, these star bolts give her the ability to absorb any kind of radiation or solar power. Phoenix Force, if you don't remember, she's a giant fire bird. Okay, that's solar. So in a situation where we're getting in a fight between it, there's a chance that the Phoenix Starfire can absorb the energy of the Phoenix Force. Now, here's where I think it goes for the Hail Mary. This is only a one-shot opportunity, but I think it will count. They get into an upper close fight with each other, throw a couple swings at each other, and eventually the Phoenix tries to use some kind of magic or some kind of power and tries to give everything to Starfire. Believe it or not, Starfire can take the heat. She can absorb that energy. Now, here's the kicker. She only gets one shot at this. One shot, and that's it. After that, Starfire weakens. If she gets all the energy thrown at her, she has to get Phoenix to hit her so hard that she thinks she's got her completely dead. Okay, completely wiped out of existence. That way, Starfire can absorb all that energy and take that one shot she's got with her energy along with the Phoenix and maybe a little solar sun around the area. She'll be able to use all that energy, throw it right back at the Phoenix, and I'm sorry to say, but getting into a long period battle where it takes a long period battle to take out your opponent, and the Phoenix juicing every last energy at Starfire, or at least just 50% of it, it's going to give Starfire the upper advantage that she needs to put the Phoenix down, separate the body from the host, or the Phoenix Force from the host, and there you go. Starfire moves on.
Well, it is not up to me and it is not up to him. It is up to you guys.
Yeah. So, if you guys thought that I made the most compelling argument, you know what you can do? You can hashtag Starfire. And if you thought my boy made the most compelling argument, you know what you can do?
Hashtag Phoenix.
That's right, guys. Well, really appreciate you guys. Oh, man, I can't wait to see who winds up in the finals. It's going to be exciting. Anyways, catch you guys later. Peace.